Who are you waiting for? No, seriously. Who are you waiting for? To tell you that it's okay. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to choose differently. It's okay to stop trying so hard. It's okay to be happy. Because if you're anything like me, you've probably spent years waiting for a permission slip that was never coming. It's not coming, so don't wait. When I look back at my life, I realize how much of it was shaped by permissions I never gave myself. And for years, I thought somebody else is needed to tell me what my next step should be, what I was worth, what I should feel, what I should do to be happy, how I should respond, who I should keep happy, and how much of myself I should sacrifice in order to be a good person. And at that time, it felt normal, responsible, expected, almost as though it was simply what adulthood looked like. You do the right thing, you meet expectations, you keep everyone comfortable, and if there's anything left over, perhaps you can think about yourself then. But somewhere along the way, I started noticing that the life I was living felt smaller than the life I wanted to live. Not because anything was wrong, but because I was constantly waiting. It felt so frustrating that I was waiting for permission to rest, permission to dream, permission to spend money on something I loved, permission to be adventurous, permission to protect myself, permission to say no, permission to even be happy. And then it struck me that the people I was waiting for were never withholding these permissions to begin with. I had simply never given them to myself. The permission that changed me the most was the permission to protect myself. Because the moment I gave myself that permission, I stopped expecting other people to decide what was fair, what was enough, and what I deserved. I became responsible for me. And strangely enough, that responsibility felt like liberation. True liberation. And as a coach, I see this everywhere. People waiting for the right time, the right sign, the right amount of confidence, the right approval, especially when it comes to happiness. Somewhere along the way, many of us learned that our happiness should come second, that choosing ourselves is selfish, that wanting more is selfish, that protecting our peace is selfish. But I don't know if I believe that anymore. Because what if happiness is not something we earn after meeting everyone else's expectation? What if it is something we are equally entitled to? What if nobody is coming to tell us that now is the right time? What if now is the right time? Imagine a world where we all took ownership for ourselves and our happiness. We all did things that mattered to us. As much as it may sound strange and selfish, I think it is going to be a world that is truly responsible and truly beautiful. And I think one of the greatest misunderstandings about freedom or liberation is that we believe it arrives when our circumstances change. A better job, or more time, more money, a different situation. But what if freedom belongs and begins somewhere else? Perhaps freedom is simply the moment we stop asking for permission to be ourselves. Because the walls we call limitations are often made of permissions we never granted ourselves. And maybe freedom isn't about breaking through the wall. And maybe it's just about realizing the door was never even locked, that we could have opened it all along or walked through it all along. And perhaps that's the question I want to leave you with today. What are you still waiting to be given permission for? To rest? To dream? To begin? To leave? To say no? To say yes? To choose yourself? Because perhaps nobody was ever standing in the way. Not really. The door is open. The only thing missing is your willingness to walk through it. Because maybe the permission you've been waiting for is already yours to give.